Pisces, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. What's influencing you? One card. And your potential outcome. I'm not surprised to see this showing up here. So I've got the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The Five of Pentacles is about leaving something out in the cold. That is coming through pretty clearly. You are actively working to release something here from the past. You're not sitting back. You're not just kind of sitting in this negative energy. You're actively working on it. I can see here in your current energy, we have the Devil, and it's being influenced by the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands indicates that you've been doing a lot of work. You've been, whatever is necessary to release the Devil, you've been doing it. But the way that this is coming across is you have not fully released it. And I'm looking at the rest of your cards, really trying to see what else is showing up here, like what else we can do here. I'm going to pull some guidance for you at the end because it feels a lot like the actual release of the Devil. It's not insurmountable, but it almost feels that way to you that, oh my God, what am I doing? I can't even get rid of this Devil energy. I can't overcome this. That's the kind of, because you have been working on this for so long, that's the energy that I'm picking up, that I keep doing this and I keep doing this. Why is it still here? I'm never going to get rid of it. So we'll get some guidance for you on that. So I'm getting the star showing up in what you need to focus on. So the best thing to do here, and I have seen this repeatedly, focus on your goals and dreams. When you take your energy off of the Devil, you stop giving it your power. And really what this means is you're so focused on releasing the limitations and restrictions that what you're doing is you're not focusing on your goals and dreams. But if you shifted and you started focusing on your goals and dreams, what you're going to see is where those limitations really exist, what needs to be done to actually release them. And we'll get some guidance for you here, but one of the ways to do it is really prioritizing your goals and focusing there. It's going to help you identify how to get rid of it. I can see here in the past, the Six of Wands is showing up, which is a card of success, and it's really about overcoming obstacles and challenges. But you actually have that card showing up here, the obstacles and challenges. So whatever happened here in the past, I'm getting like an ebb and flow of energy where there's instances where you're able to overcome it, not let that Devil energy be so front and center in your life. And then there's times like now, it's like, well, I keep putting all this work in. Why isn't it going away? Why am I not able to release it? And so it's just kind of every time that you try to overcome it and you think you do, something happens and you're reminded that it's still there in some capacity. And so your strength is showing up as the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is forward movement. And so this is you taking some sort of action, acting impulsively if you need to. There's something about doing something to get out of that negative loop, that mind loop. Whatever makes you happy. Think of a hobby or think of something else here. Acting impulsively, and it's really taking some sort of action, gets you out of that negative energy. When I look at your near future and I see the Strength card, Leo energy, this one here indicates that you are digging deep, you're finding the courage, finding a way to really let go of that Devil energy, find a way to really move forward with your life. And so when I look at the external influences here, you are going to get the guidance that you need. This is how the universe is shaping the situation. So I have that Scorpio energy showing up with the Death and Rebirth card. I have the Sun showing up here. So that is more Leo energy. But the way that this is coming across is you are being given an opportunity to really see what needs to go. But it's not just what that Devil energy represents. It's not the death part of the Death and Rebirth. It's how to let it go. There's a lot of light that's being shown directly on this energy so that you can find a way to let it go. because I can see where it's holding you back. You want to move forward. You want to make better choices for yourself. I've got the Lovers showing up in your hopes or fears. It's Gemini energy, but it's also about what you want, the kind of relationships that you're looking for, the choices that you're making. You want to act from a place of love and really invest in yourself, but have somebody invest back in you from a place of love. And so to do that, the negativity has to go. But sitting here in your potential outcome, I'm getting the Five of Wands. This is obstacles and challenges. So we're going to dig deeper. We're going to find out what is taking place and then get some guidance on what you need to do to overcome the obstacles and challenges and really release this devil energy. So let's start with the devil and the 10 of Wands here. Four of Cups. Four of Cups is sadness and disappointment. This could be connected to a past relationship, or it could be just a repeating pattern of relationships where things just never go the way that you want them to specifically. And so you're doing all this work, you're trying to shift everything around so that you have those positive relationships, those positive, loving encounters. And this is where it feels like you're hitting roadblocks. So we're going to keep going. Tell me about the Star. Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is you creating your own abundance. There is a lot of confidence connected to this, a lot of self-empowerment here. And so focusing on your dreams really does help build back your confidence. It does shift your state of mind because you're focused on growth instead of wherever you are in that negative, stagnant, whatever the mind case may be. This gives you that strength to really move forward. Tell me about the Six of Wands here in the past. Knight of Wands. You've done this before where you've taken some sort of action, even if it's an impulsive action, it's something to get causing some sort of shift in the energy. When I see the Knight of Wands clarifying the Six of Wands, you're very successful when you do this. When you take some sort of action or initiative that feels good to you, that aligns with what you want. And it's actually showing up as your strength here. So let's get that Knight of Wands here. Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a change in perspective. And so this is about shifting from that negative into the positive mindset. And it happens when you take action. You're very good at getting yourself out of this mindset. It's just a matter of doing it, taking some sort of first step or moving in a direction. With the Strength card, I'm getting the King of Wands. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card. But what I love about this is you go from the Knight of Cups, so needing to take that first step, really break whatever that energy cycle is. And what it's doing is it's giving you a lot of confidence to keep moving forward. You're digging deep, you're finding the courage. It's about movement forward. It's not about being stuck or getting stuck in any kind of energy, especially a negative energy. It really is about moving forward. Tell me about the Sun. Judgment. You will overcome this. You absolutely will. That devil cycle, it is not going to be here for much longer. You are in the process of not only seeing it, but you are eliminating it. This is you rising above it. Just making a very clear choice. This doesn't belong. I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm going to release it. That's your resurrection. Tell me about the Death and Rebirth card. Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. And so this is about recapturing your happiness. When I see that Six of Cups showing up in this way, whatever needs to go, it's holding you back. It's preventing you from actually experiencing joy in your life. And you want to recapture that lighthearted joy, just enjoying everything, the daily moments, everything that's happening here. And so love to see that because you are doing it. You will do it. Let's get the Lovers. Ten of Cups. This is ultimately what you want, that long-term emotional fulfillment. And so you want to be able to make better choices for yourself. You don't want to call somebody in when you're in this negative space because you're just going to call somebody in who's similar and you're really not interested in that. You really want the real deal, somebody here that's long-lasting, build a family if that's what you're interested in. And so I can see where this kind of frustration is coming into play. Let's get that Five of Wands and then I'm going to dig into some guidance here. Tell me about the Five of Wands for Pisces. Eight of Wands. There's obstacles and challenges to you moving forward. That's what's happening here, is that you keep running into roadblocks. There's something along the way that just keeps it's a devil. It keeps pulling you back in. So let's get, what do you need to do I almost want to clarify the devil a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more on the devil energy. Help pinpoint what is happening here. So what I'm getting here is the Fool card. So I'm actually getting kind of the devil in a different way. So I'm getting the Magician here, which is manifesting your goals and dreams. I'm also getting the Nine of Cups, which is your goals and dreams. And so what's happening here is you may not be clear on exactly what it is that you want, what goals that you have set for yourself or want to set for yourself. There is this need to gain the clarity that devil energy is a very confusing energy, and this is where it's coming into play. The reason that you struggle getting rid of it is because you're not focused on your dreams here. Focus on what it is that you want. Even take it from the lens of these are the things that I don't want, but then find a way to flip them into the positive, because when you focus on the negative, it does draw in more negative. And so let's say that you don't like somebody, I'm going to make it up, cheater. Not many people would. And so what you're looking for and saying, I don't want a cheater. And so you start listing things out that way, but then flip it and say, I want someone who's loyal. I want someone who honors and respects me. And you start flipping it that way, and you start focusing on the positive, and you start calling in that kind of energy. So that's one piece of it. So the devil is holding you back because you need to gain that clarity on the goals and get specific. You can get as specific as you want. So let's get some advice here on how to release this devil energy. What is going to be in your best interest, Pisces, to let it go? It's all cards that are already out here. I'm getting the Death card, that Scorpio energy, death and rebirth. There is a change and transformation that's taking place. Do not resist it. Lean into it. I'm getting the Sun. If you see something being highlighted to you, because these are the external cards, if you see something being highlighted and you think, oh, I wonder if that's holding me back, question it. Shed some light on it. Spend some time identifying, is that holding me back? And then go back to your dreams. Keep a journal if you need to, and go back to your dreams and say, is it holding me back from achieving any of these? Is it preventing me from making any kind of real progress here? Because you are being shown what needs to be removed from your life. It's just a matter of really identifying it and then taking some sort of action. I've got the Strength card that's showing up in your near future, that Leo energy again. And so all of these cards are major cards. The only one here that is a minor card is the Nine of Cups, but it's your goals and dreams. And so what's happening here is the more that you align with your goals and dreams, the easier it is to identify this limitation and restriction, what needs to be done in order to remove it from your life. And then don't be afraid to let it go. If it's a person, a place, whatever the case may be, let it go. Just, it's holding you back. And that's what you need to understand. So Pisces, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.